Alright, I gotta set up my auto steal setup here, because I want some high potions. I don't think I'll need them, but I'm gonna get them just because. Christmas remembers.
Look up which of Bardzerker or Dodge-zerker is better for...
Hi, I got to Greg and he kicked my shit in.
Yeah, that's Greg for you.
Formidable opponent.
Yeah, he maybe sort of did more damage than I could handle. Is there a good way to... Yeah, no, he just like would jump in the air and do one hits repeatedly, and was very fast. I'm more than a bit underleveled. I'm very underleveled.
Equip Harp would also bring magic power from the Bard. Interesting. I have received a Bard, all is well. The power of song will see us through.
Oh, congrats. We all have bards now.
Gotta rename ourselves Bard Boys, yeah.
Bard Boys this year, yeah.
Zerker and the Sunshine Band.
Let's set up a free thing in here.
Okay, what would be an easier grind party? Probably Ferris as summoner. Very high damage output.
Where are the poltergeists? I need poltergeists.
Okay. He needs to become...
Not this floor.
Okay, to compare... versus Bard. Oh, this scene is also unfolding. We're in... The final crystal has shattered. And meet this other person, also from space. Gallup has remembered everything about his royal heritage, etc. The thief has more agility, so that's preferable for raw speed. And Bard has... Alright, if I needed to put magic on the Berserkers, Bardzerker would become preferable. But for most purposes, Artful Dodge-zerker remains the go-to option.
Oh yeah,
Band
would
of
Bard
Bards
make him
is
faster?
the... I don't know if Harps give speed.
Equip Harp gives you speed and magic. You can consult the guide.
Just not as much as Thief, probably.
Thief has more raw
Artful is
speed.
the highest. But yeah, Band of Bards is definitely the plural term. Like a flock of seagulls.
Yes, and another one of the nice little turns in this plot, the amplifiers had nothing to do with the crystal shattering on their own. Exdeath used them to actively sabotage the crystals and tear them apart. If they were just running at normal speed, they'd be fine. This one's been around for thousands of years. Has it done anything wrong?
He was just farting around and overclocking them.
Super angry tree.
Remember to
Messed up his
liquid
computer.
cool your elemental crystals if you're gonna drive them above regular spec.
Alright, play this piano.
Use only in a well-ventilated environment.
Wondering how many levels I need to grind before I can take on the bridge.
Does he do the whole protect, shell, regen, haste thing, or is that later on?
That's
No,
the bridge
that's-
fight where he
that's
does
the bridge.
that.
That is at the bridge?
Yeah, and that's how he got like 3 jumps on my party. Which was... Well, he did 2 jumps right away, which killed 2 of my party members. And then just continued to repeatedly jump one down.
Yeah, because jump ignores row, so I think it's... You're gonna need some physical defense. Alright. This is the scary desert. In this desert lives the Dorm Chimera, which can easily kill any group.
You can just walk around the desert.
I
Barely.
don't think there's a safe way to do it without stepping in a desert tile.
I think you can step in like 1 tile, so unless you get real unlucky.
And he's easily escaped when you find him. As long as you understand the threat, you hesitate for even a moment, you will release the wrath of the desert.
Fortunately, thieves make preemptives very possible.
The earth shards, of which I will be using none by virtue of random. My earth job is another fire job. All of these jobs are good, so in a regular run, you can't lose at the earth crystal. The worst of them is just adequate. And the best of them, victory, mission accomplished.
The best of them can solo the entire game.
And the city collapses.
Yeah, I'll probably try grinding out 1 or 2 levels. I'm hearing the word Berserker tossed around a lot. Why does that class come up so much? That's a pretty good question. So, you know how I can, like, command my people and, like, set up all these complicated tricks and all this stuff that I'm doing? See, Berserker, you don't have that. Berserker just constantly attacks.
Yeah,
and
you know...
you cannot make them do anything else.
You know how a game is a series of decisions you make in pursuit of a goal? Not Berserker!
That's kind of the big downside of Berserker, is it just does what it feels like, and you have no say in the matter. Berserker just does.
Berserkers will never obey you, no matter how many badges you have.
Yeah, and so the reason that that's such, like, a really fucking bad thing to be dealing with is in this game in particular. Like, there's a lot of puzzle bosses that'll be like, oh, if you hit me with a physical attack, I'll cave your fucking skull in. Well, you can't tell him to not attack it.
Berserker does not fear this challenge.
Yeah, Berserker has no interest in ignoring that and will continue to hit them.
These guys have a lot of health, wow.
Berserkers in general are a massive liability, which is why there is the whole option of taking on what is known as Berserker risk.
Mm-hmm.
Living the dream.
Let's heal each other. I'm just gonna flee this fight. I'm gonna drink from the nerd pot. Heal up.
Alright, let's grab a basic harp.
Oh.
Grab some light clothing. Well, actually, let's see. I did get that one robe for free. Yeah, the sage robe. That's pretty good. Or a bard.
I wonder if the trees are weak to fire. That would probably make this a little faster. I can't imagine they're not, as they are in fact trees, and in general trees are more or less, on average, quite weak to fire.
Mm-hmm. Wood, noted for flammability.
Wood.
And now I must collect songs. Well, actually,
yeah, the person
first name.
To whoever mentioned the flail in call, thank you so much. That was either Loon or Andy, and yeah, that's just kind of like a known thing of just like, white mages do desperately need a fucking flail.
Get that flail.
Get a flail.
For anybody watching my stream and wondering why I just got out of the Library of the Ancients, it's because I'm in the math zone. There's an enemy in there that is capable of doing an attack that will instantly kill party members that are a multiple of a level of 5, which all of my party is.
Getting this song is sealed behind yet more parking. Step into this house here. This is where your protagonist used to live ages ago. Now it belongs to this strange musician, given that the rest of your family, well, both of your parents are dead at this point, and you moved out, went off on strange adventures. So this fellow bought your house. Apparently you left a lot of your stuff there, because there's this music box. Filled with memories.
Yeah, Berserker can dance if you give him the dance knife, and you can do tempting tangos with your angry boys. Would you like to dance with my angry boy? Good news, I'm gonna have a good amount of money at this point.
Time to hit that speed up button.
Song. Woo! Speak again with the bard. Learn powerful music.
That a level up or job up? That was a job up. Okay. Still need a level. these guys seriously blind? Really? Come on.
I'm still a team that uses no mana, so now I can just liquidate every ether I find. They're dead to me. All these lovely ethers I crimed up, there are parties that would kill to have 43 free ethers. Not me.
Oh my god, Imaginationalist, do you have your Geomancer yet? Because Soul Cannon's already a motherfucker, and if all you have is Berserker, Berserker and Geomancer, good luck.
Oof. I think I got that like my very first Fiesta. I didn't finish that one.
Hey, look at all these
some
shoes
reason.
I found. These free shoes.
Oh my gosh, how close are we to leveling up?
Dancer shoes, never worn. There's my levels. Okay. 15, 16, alright.
I looked and like opened up. I was like, God, we need to be getting close for next level. 5. It's like, oh, okay. I see we are very much almost there.
Your expectations are entirely on point.
I'm now safe to enter the Library of the Ancients. Well, I'm going to save first.
Yeah, just buy a bunch of miscellaneous status cures, just to have piles of them when they're needed.
By the way, Dad learned to flirt. That's right, Dad's got moves again. Here comes the grandpa flirt.
Alright, the third and final song in this world is back over in Waterfall Village.
Oh, I know these guys have silver specs.
Head on over here. Not in there.
So what
Not
does
reflexively
Chemist
back.
do in this game that makes them so broken? Manipulates
Everything.
the earth. Yeah, that's really the biggest thing. Is like they manipulate the way the game's numbers function.
Show them the
at
chart.
every level.
Turns people into demigods via beverage.
Yeah, you just drink a bunch of potions and become God.
Yep, so to gain this song, come to this village, harass a sheep, and meet with this bard. We now possess the ultimate weapon.
You can raise someone's level to 255. You can change someone's level to make them a different level. You can lower them. You can make them not immune to death anymore.
I no longer fear death. I no longer fear bosses. I am a boss.
You can make things that are immune to Berserk, which is quite good.
You can have auto-hit various other status effects, and sneak them in on things that are technically not immune, but you'd never hit them with it normally. Always with chemistry.
Alright, a lot of my party is a bit tankier.
Alright,
Let's get our abilities set up.
I'm for meteors. It's now at this point in the plot. Galuf has chosen to return to his home planet and declined to bring us with him as he feels that he must go and hunt the Great Wizard alone. Not involve all these youngins, but of course these youngins seek to interfere of their own accord. So we must find a way to cross the rift between dimensions and rejoin the fun.
Float is time mage, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Nice. I don't have to worry about the shaker.
Do
Good.
you have any
Can
way to
Chemist
confuse?
remove the heavy tag? No, it's you can make yourself heavy is the thing you can do with Chemist.
Everybody in on the fun.
You can
Chemist
make
is also-
yourself a boss.
One of the ways you can set up math magic. Chemist combined with Blue Mage. Immensely powerful.
Mhm.
Free
Oh, right,
risk
I have the
nodes.
ice staff. Not the healing staff.
So yes, we must go to the meteors and secure their power to open a new portal. This is the lead up to being done with this world, so be sure that all of your affairs are in order before you depart. All of mine are. I have my death sides, I have the 3 songs. Thief doesn't have any particular unique missibles. Now that I know all the classes I have, I know which things I would or would not want to go and crime.
Time to fight Ifrit. What's his deal? He'll cast fire. That hurts a lot.
Yeah, Chemist is so powerful it has the only banned move in Fiesta. Think about that. It does some. It's so illegal. It is the only thing that has something you are not allowed to do. Congrats on your Mystic Knight. Mystic Knight's real good.
Oh wow, yeah.
Mystic Knight, you can just hit people with magic like a truck.
Mystic Knight is turn your sword into a rock. Anything that rock touches also turns into a rock.
Yeah, Break Blade is ridiculous.
There are many bosses that do not have an immunity to being turned into a rock.
So, with 3 songs we have now, Mighty March puts regen on the entire team. It's marginally useful. Alluring Air will confuse the entire enemy team, or at least try to. That's fairly useful. And Romeo's Ballad, which will stop the entire enemy party. With this we can slay gods.
For free, for no MP cost.
For free, multi-target stop on a very quick class.
Time mages have to pay for that. Bards get it for free.
They have to pay and only get one at a time. It's allowing me to completely bypass this boss's gimmick.
I'm gonna go down here.
Normally, when each of these dies, it will try to resurrect another of the bombs. However, time has frozen.
Is there an advantage to sticking to jobs? You want to stick to jobs at least long enough if you're playing non-Fiesta style to max the job level, because then you can give the skills to other people. Like, for instance, if you are a black mage long enough, you'll have like level 5 black magic, so you can just give it to your bard later, and your bard will be able to cast Faraga or whatever, you know, when that comes up.
Stick with the job to prepare to use it in combos. And some of them have moves that are just, you don't have them up front, you have to earn them by mastering the job. Powerful stuff.
Yep. Beastmaster.
Yeah,
a
lot of problems in the game are very easily solvable by just temporarily switching to job that has answer you need. Like, just like, oh man, I need to deal with this thing. Oh, just make that person that job and then just use this thing they have by default. Ah! Especially because for the most part you learn spells by just picking them up in towns.
You can buy ultimate power at the corner store. It's incredible.
Is this yeah, if it's just getting sick of being summoned over and over. Just like, oh my god, would you guys stop for a minute? What's wrong? What's wrong, Ifrit?
How about I just stick around?
I could just hang out, dude. I could just hang out.
I'll clear my schedule.
Here comes the jumps. And hey, we survived the jumps.
Titan is a large man who shakes the earth. That's what he did.
I can't believe he fucking double jumped. You son of a bitch. You son of a bitch, Greg. You're a real motherfucker, Greg. I think that means he only has 2,500 HP, which is nice, but it also is double value because he cast a shell.
I've had enough
Okay,
of
that was a regular quake. That was not the final quake.
I will use the thief's ultimate ability. Running away.
Hiding.
Discretion.
I don't want to read all these books. I will escape these books.
Titan has nothing to steal. Was that the final quake?
Why don't I
It better be the
Titan?
final quake. It's the final quake.
I mean, I can do it once. I just don't have an elemental booster for that. I should probably use it for my other people who
That's
don't
a fight
have...
that is sometimes a level gate if you don't have a way to evade the quake. Covering, hiding. A very well-timed stop.
Yeah, because these people have a damage booster, but I think he's just really strong, Titan is. He might cost more? Yeah, I should just stick to Titan, you're right. I didn't think about that. Yeah, I forgot Titan is quite powerful when you get him.
So this is why Biblos sucks, because even stealing from him will cause him to protect himself. With a physical party, this sucks.
Yup. Not
People
even
sometimes
Bug gets
drain
around
you.
it.
Ow. Final meteor.
Well, I probably could have used that if I had thought about that. I forgot, yeah, Titan costs like twice as much, but he's real good.
You can visit these in any
Fortunately.
order, but plot order will give you order of ascending difficulty.
Being Kabuk, Biblos is weak to fire. Burn that book.
Ouroboros is pretty simple. Titan is very straightforward. Manticore is a tough son of a bitch.
God, I love so much that Greg makes excuses whenever he leaves.
Yep.
I left the oven on the paperwork.
I had a cold.
I got
Well, I hope you've learned your lesson. Goodbye.
Oh, this person doesn't have access to the higher level summons because they were not a summoner for long enough.
Berserker is a tough son of a bitch. That's why you always remember to get your sides.
Taking a whipping.
Respect your sides. They are your friends. Old man went back to space. We will retrieve him soon. Created our portal. That is the point of no return for World 1. Conclude all World 1 business before entering the portal.
Yeah, they make it really clear when you're about to change worlds. Like, it's like, are you sure you want to go in this portal? I mean, like,
Probably not
energy
coming back
hole.
anytime soon.
Goodbye, everything you know and love. Never again.
yeah, that's what it is. Barrier Trio is like, since if you work on a job long enough, you get the ability and you can equip it in a secondary slot. So everybody has 2 slots, and it's whatever job you have, the main ability of it. So like Black Mage will always just have Black as their first slot. But then you can use anything you've learned from other jobs and put them in your second slot. And that's why natural runs are boring, because you can't do that in natural runs.
1 second, mid. I have to drink this water. Alright.
Who space?
Well, let's reunite these nerds.
Yeah, Mime is hella busted, but Mime is also a secret job and not Fiesta legal. You can never get Mime in Fiesta, ever. If someone says they got Mime in Fiesta, they're lying.
They paid for that mime with cash dollars.
Yeah, you
if
can
they have the
job
mime.
fare into it, but even then it's like, really? You're job faring to Mime? Like,
It's
Well, the
for
thing is-
charity. I don't really care.
yeah. It's just you have to do it, and then you have to wait all the way until you can get to Mime from the
Yeah.
last crystal.
This is Gallup's
you're-
world.
You have to job fare right when you get a job. You are not allowed to hang out.
We're here now. In
Also,
Gallup's
Luke,
world.
congrats. I believe you have caught up to me very soon.
Well, you're not fast forwarding.
Well, but you also have Berserkers. You had Berserker Sandworm, dude. I
You
think
spent- Berserker
Yeah,
Soul
I-
Cannon.
Berserker Soul Cannon. I'd be okay with paying to change classes. Just Mime's a weird choice because that takes a really long time.
Mime doesn't really unlock any new abilities for you to use is the thing.
Yeah.
It would just be like, you can put a copy of your other characters, but they get to use abilities for free. I mean, it's good, but...
And
Yeah,
also
like
on
it's
top
not
of that,
really
Mime... Doesn't Mime get the freelancer stat inheritance?
Yeah.
Mime
They just have
gets
built-in
to inherit
mana
stats
command.
from everything you've mastered.
Hmm. Won't I be able to buy the element boosting gear for Titan in the next town?
Yes, the Gaia gear.
Yeah, you get Gaia gear soon.
Is that equivalent by everybody?
Yep. It's a robe.
Okay.
Everyone who can summon.
Alright, then I'm just gonna be able to start summoning a hunk
Like,
to deal with all my problems.
time to flee. I want to get back to the library really fast.
Abductor, I'd like to crime you before you do your work, if you don't mind. I respect what you do as a fellow professional.
He steals people. Alright. Go to the inn, have Sid.
It's rough.
Or no, not the inn, the pub.
He's
Yeah,
allowing me to
beat
do
up
my
his
work.
grandpa.
A traditional duel of criminals. Who can rob the other first? That's the hurricane. Yes! Free Gaia gear! Well met, sir, but the day is mine.
How do you have to steal that from Gilgo?
No, that's later. I have not yet reached the Greg.
Oh, okay.
And I think Prison Greg might not have any of the items yet. I think it starts at Bridge Greg.
What does the Gaia gear do? Or I mean, where do you get it for free?
I just stole it off the abductor on the island.
That's what it is. You can steal it from him. Right.
Let's see. Moving forward. Yeah, first Greg. First Greg, nothing to crime.
Yeah, catching
Second
things
Greg,
out of
also
these
nothing to
masks
crime.
was really
Yeah, it's
difficult.
Boat Greg,
before
where
you get
the
the Coronado
equipment
gourd.
starts to appear.
Yeah, before you get the nice gourd.
Get a frog in a well for a gourd.
Oh yeah, I gotta get a fucking dream harp.
Yeah,
Fucking
Boat get
dream harp.
Boat Greg, Castle Greg, Void Greg, and then Final Greg, which is the hardest one of all. There may be
Forgot about that
multiple
fun ride.
attempts to pillage the treasures of Final Greg. Right, that button. Good to know it's still there. I might start employing it at some point. That will be a tool for use
I bought
in
this.
trying to pillage Final Greg.
I got all my time, magic.
Actually, you know what? I think the main Gauche is still better than the Orichalcum. I'll take the damage hit for the chance of a parry.
Repair the giant mirror.
Stack that in the cake, you're good. He's called Greg because in Final Fantasy XIV there's a side quest where he appears and like he's like, oh, my name is Gilgamesh and I kind of fell between dimensions here. It's like someone else sees him and is like, ah, Greg, good to see you.
Someone else refers to
People
him
call him
erroneously and consistently as Greg.
His
So
name
he
is
Greg
now
Bridgman, Greg Boatman. True
I
Greg,
remember
Final
that Ninja
Greg.
Suit is better than Gaia Gear. Yeah, Gaia. I'll just switch to Gaia Gear if there's like some guy who's just fucking caving our face in with magic. Otherwise, we don't really need to worry about it. And Greg owns, by the way. In case you were wondering, is Greg the best character? You bet.
The secret fifth party member.
Greg.
It's Greg.
The Light Warriors, and Greg.
The other good thing about Greg is that he comes attached with the best song in Final Fantasy. So that's nice.
It began
Wherever
here
there's
as
a
theme
Greg,
of Greg.
There's a battle. There's a battle on the big bridge wherever there is a Greg. Blink Shell Asuna, lame. Drain Break Bio. Are those time?
That's
Those
black.
are black.
Those are black? Okay, that's why I was like, what?
Alright, we have arrived in next
Oh, yeah,
world.
there
which actually for this segment you can put any of your jobs you would like onto Gallup since he is alone. It is only after you reassemble the team that you must resume fast compatible state, which we will continue to move towards after another brief festive intermission.
Here it is, everybody. Finally. Time to be able to buy a fucking high potion.